Hi, YouTube. Welcome back to episode 3 of Chernobyl. 3 of 5. We're over halfway there. If you watched episode 2, then you know I'm in the same outfit with the same lighting in my room. And the reason for that is I couldn't stay away. So I'm recording both of these back to back. So episode 2 is fresh in my mind. And we just left our 3 brave plant workers in the midst of their task to go inside the plant and turn off the water. And their dosimeters were going off. We were going wild. So they were all starting to freak out. So we're going to pick up there. And that was why the cliffhanger. This show does a good job of following a wide range of people and viewpoints and the effects that this catastrophe has on their lives, while also keeping it fairly concise. All right, so we're ramping back up to the moment of anxiety. Oh. Come on, guys. We see it? They see something? Water wheel! Let's go, boys! That was different than I expected. They saved a lot of people's lives. Hospital number 6, Moscow, April 30th, 1986, 4 days after the explosion. So we've got our wife. We're gonna get to our husband. Oh, well, money talks.
You can see him for 30 minutes. Not a minute more. And you cannot touch him in any way.
The kindness of this nurse.
Look who the cat dragged in.
Oh.
What did I tell you?
Don't touch him, 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 don't touch him.
Easy, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
There was like one rule. I mean, I guess he's probably been cleaned, but no, I don't think that's how radiation works.
Is this really the way it all works?
Oh.
An uninformed, arbitrary decision that will cost who knows how many lives made by...
I think someone's saying it.
But the temperature is rising.
And what?
The cladding on the fuel rods. Meaning what? The meltdown has begun.
Oh, shoot. That did happen quick, they said.
Stop moving! Get off him! You're hurting him! You can't be in here. What's happening to him? Get up
That's horrifying.
here!
Second, 1986. Oh my God.
We have successfully eliminated the risk of a thermal explosion.
Well, at least there's that.
The situation inside the core is deteriorating faster than anticipated.
And there's that.
What will happen to our boys?
Which boys? The divers.
The divers, the firefighters, the men in the control room.
Wow.
What does the radiation...
He has guilt inside of him. It's nice to see.
And the cellular damage begins to manifest. The bone marrow dies. The immune system
In
fails.
about 2 days.
The organs and soft tissue begin to decompose.
Or you look healthy for 2 days.
Arteries and veins spill open like...
Oh my God.
You can't even administer morphine for the pain, which is unimaginable. Within 3 days to 3 weeks, you're dead.
But in the most horrifying way.
I've seen them before.
Were they the ones at the hotel bar?
They've been here the whole time.
Of course, they've been in the whole
Spies? Journalists?
in the open now. It's because they want us to know.
Government? Who are they? Will you fill me in? Buckers, buckaroos, bucky boys, boys? I'd like to know.
Something I've wanted to ask you, comrade, but I see you're already asking yourself the same question.
What's the question?
Why did it explode?
Why did it explode?
It's not possible.
And yet... Tula, Russian SSR, May 3rd, 1986. Oh,
Bless you.
it's a good thing she went.
I told you no touch it. It's not safe.
They touch you. It's safe for them, it's safe for me.
It's not. I don't think. Okay, does they have to show us love in the midst of this? Because I am fragile.
Spaskia Tower, Mausoleum.
You see St. Basil's?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes, it's beautiful.
I told you. I told you I'd show you Moscow, didn't I?
Yes. Thank you.
Love is so cruel. What I love about moments like that in shows is it shows the bigger effect of things. The more personal haunts and pains, because those can feel, to lose the love of your life, to lose your person can feel so big.
I'm a nuclear physicist.
Well then, comrade nuclear physicist. Unless you happen to have a butter and caviar sandwich on you,
Butter and caviar.
you can get the fuck out of my room.
You can go fuck right off. I'm sorry, you're dying, but I don't know which guy this is. If it's Dialov, I feel not bad.
The core of the nuclear reactor, which is melting down.
What, like?
Potentially.
Is it gonna fall on top of us?
Not if you're done within 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay.
The entrance to the tunnel won't be 12 meters below ground.
No.
And we're not 12 meters below ground, no.
And that's the truth, and that's the reality.
No. We start now. I don't want my men here one more second than they need to be.
Interesting.
If these worked, you'd be wearing them.
Thank you. I've been wondering.
Are they all like that?
They're all like that.
What, smart and ask smart questions and also ready to work? May 6, 1986, 9 days after the explosion. Coal miners risk their lives in great... Coal miners already risk their lives. Risking their life here is, yes, a greater extent of risk, but they already work a risky, dangerous job. So that part of it is probably more natural than, say, sitting in a lab, sitting behind a desk.
We need fans.
For what purpose?
What do you mean for what purpose? To dig your fucking tunnel, that's why. Who's talking to you?
Oh, comrades.
It's 50 degrees in there. We can't breathe without masks. We can't breathe with the masks. It's like a fucking oven. We need ventilation.
It's true.
Fans will put dust in the air. The dust will go in your lungs.
I've been breathing dust in my lungs for 20 years.
Not this dust. I'm sorry.
Not nuclear
No
dust.
fans.
I mean, what can you do? He's kind of right.
Your official title was...
My name
Captain of.
I am the senior reactor control chief engineer at Chernobyl nuclear power plant.
Hmm.
Senior engineer. How old are you?
How old is he?
I'm 25.
He's bleeding from his nose. Oh, she knows the risk of this. Oh, she knows it so deeply. And here I was thinking that Chernobyl wouldn't make me cry.
I don't want him to die alone. Stay on the other side of the plastic. Or I'll have you removed by security.
Okay. I mean, what are you gonna do? Would you risk your life to spend? Yeah, I would. If your partner was dying and you knew it, but staying there would risk you, would you stay for their final breath?
We're gonna have a baby.
No! I mean, I guess we kind of probably knew in our gut that she was pregnant.
It's the miners.
Uh-oh. Oh my god, it's so hot down there. The booty cheeks are out. YouTube, I can't show you this, but their booty cheeks are out. Not just their... Sir! I respect it.
You wouldn't give us fans. It's too hot for clothes. So we're digging the old way. This is where our fathers mined.
You're not as protected.
What?
You tell them to make a difference.
No.
When this is over, will they be looked after?
Probably not. Government gonna look after the people it puts in harm's way.
That's not possible.
He did. I swear.
Did he press the button? You saw him do it.
And that's when it exploded.
That... Oh no.
What?
She's piecing this together. I don't know what that means, but she's gonna know.
SF5.
What was wrong with the button?
Get out. Get out of here. Let me go.
No, she saw all of that. She saw the belly touch.
People are going to hear. Do you understand? Everyone is going to hear.
What is everyone going to hear?
Who is that?
You can check this. My name is
We know who you
Ulana.
are.
Ooh, she's being followed too.
What is everyone going to hear?
He's gonna shut it down. No! That's why they're all being followed? That's why they're all being followed? To shut down the spread of information, of truth?
There is an enormous amount of radioactive debris and contamination spread out across a zone of approximately 2,600 square kilometers. This entire region must be completely evacuated.
Completely evacuated? For how long? Forever?
How many men do you require?
We expect this liquidation effort to take 3 years and approximately 750,000 men, including a number of doctors and structural engineers.
How many
750,000?
deaths?
Thousands.
Perhaps tens of thousands.
Oh, I got chills.
Begin at once.
Took them a while to realize the severity, but then they moved swiftly, but they were also silencing people. So
My associate was arrested last night.
I love him. No fear.
But you are bothering with having us followed.
I think the deputy chairman is busy.
No, it's perfect.
Or is this like, please, Professor?
So you will be accountable for her? Then it's done.
Her name?
I know who she is.
This sucker of a man. It's like, I know who she is. I know exactly who was arrested.
You're compelled. The problem has been assigned and you'll stop at nothing until you find an answer. Because that is who you are.
A lunatic, then.
Kind of, yes.
Scientist.
A scientist.
Chemo says they shut the reactor down, and Dr. Nov confirms it. They pressed AZ5.
Apparently not soon enough.
No. They say Akimov pressed AZ5, and then the reactor exploded.
Yeah, pressing AZ5 did something.
They both agreed. They were adamant.
What did Dyatlov do? What do they both know? Oh no. Was that her husband? Oh, how do you dispose of a radioactive body? I assume the body is radioactive still? Do you bury it? Do you burn it? Do you weld it shut? Yeah. And then you put cement over top of it? Oh. Wow. Ow. Okay. We're gonna keep the afterthoughts short and sweet. We know things. We've seen a shift in the politics to some extent, and being a little more honest and being a little more, all right, well, now that reality has sunk in, what are we doing to solve this? But also still very much, you cannot tell the truth. Someone said something like, I don't know if it was this episode or episode 2, and they said, there's power in the perception of how powerful we are. And by handling this incorrectly, we lose that perception of power. So they're more worried about not losing that respect from their enemies and their friends, global enemies and friends, that they're hiding it, which is not a huge surprise given history. But I mean, obviously this is a historical story of a historical event. But wow, the element of love is heartbreaking, and the element of showing that life and the life left behind and the choices and the people left behind and the people impacted by the choices, by sending in people to put out a fire that wasn't a real fire. It was a fire. There was a fire there, but the reality of it was much, much bigger. And what should have really happened? How many people could have been saved? Now we're trying to save people. Every choice we make is trying to save millions of people, affecting other countries and affecting other cities because of the incompetence and because of the egos and because of the state of being that already existed. So that's heartbreaking. This was a heartbreaking episode. So see you next week for episode 4. This one's gonna sit with me for a while anyway.